Okay, so at school today, I spent most of my time in the library, getting ready for next fall's classes, and I'm trying to organize it to where, in case I do get the coaching job at that middle school, that I can do both. I mean, if I get the coaching job, I'm going to cut my school down to part-time to accommodate the coaching job. I thought I was done with all my upper general division classes, but I was wrong. I went to go see the advisor today, and she was telling me that I still have 2 more requirements to upper division general education requirements. So there's 2 options. I can either take a class that has a W attached to it, or I can take the written test, and it's $30 to take the test. If I pass it, I don't have to take that class. I don't know what that test is, so if any of you out there watching this know what that written test is or what it consists of, is it hard, difficult, is it just a one-day test? Leave me a comment on what you know about it or any tips on how to take it successfully. If you're watching this on Facebook, leave a Facebook comment. If you're watching it on YouTube, leave a YouTube comment. Tell me about that written test. I'm right now at work. I gotta make a call to this candy place and see if we can get some boxes of candies for a fundraiser. I gotta get some stuff ready for my wife. She's gonna do the girls ministry tonight for the teenage girls in our church. And then when I go home, I'm gonna pack up and get ready to hit Hume Lake tomorrow. I forgot to mention, I seen an old student of mine. When I first became a youth minister, back at our old church, we had a church on Olive in Millbrook, and one of my very first students when I became a youth minister, I haven't seen her in 7 to 8 years. She was on the bus today, and I seen her walking in, and I was like, man, looks a lot like her. But I've seen people who look like people but weren't really that person. In my class this semester, there's a guy, I seen him from a side view, and I was like, hey, that's that dude that went to high school with me. And I was so convinced that I was him, but when he turned and looked, it was totally not him. So anyways, when I seen this old student walk up, I was kind of wondering, is that her or not? She sat like 2 seats away from me, and I just said, excuse me, what's your name? And she told me her name, and it was her, and she recognized me too. And so we just started chatting. It was good talking to her. It was good seeing her. So she said she's tried a couple different churches and she's still looking, and so I invited her to come to our church here at El Encino. Told her where I was at, and so hopefully she comes and visits sometime soon. She is now 21, I believe she said, and wow, time flies. Time sure does fly. But it was good seeing one of the first girls who went through the youth ministry while I was a youth director or youth minister. So anyways, that was a pretty cool blessing from God and opportunity to talk to one of my old students. So we are at home. My wife took off to go do ministry with the girls, the teenage girls ministry. I'm here with my kids.
And we're going to go in the woods, to the real woods, so we find Bigfoot.
What? So my son wants to find Bigfoot. I guess he's watching a lot of TV about Bigfoot or Sasquatch, and so he wants to go to the woods to see if he can find Bigfoot, and he said he's going to set up booby traps to catch him. Okay, it is about 5:45. Oops. I haven't ate lunch all day, so it is time to go get something to eat. We're going to walk to somewhere nearby. I'm not sure where yet.
Finding Bigfoot.
We're not going to the woods yet.
We're going to the woods.
Elizabeth is being generous with her chips.
We're going to the woods find Bigfoot.
Okay, we are on our journey. Our journey to Ernie. Hey, don't bite the blanket.
Hey.
Okay, so we're gonna eat at this place called Frosty Freeze. We heard from our friend Sarah that it's a pretty good place to eat, so we're gonna go try it out. It's fairly new. It is across the street from our apartment complex. So this is on Clovis and Kings Canyon, so if you want to try it out, give them some business. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it. the things they do to make their sister laugh.
Oh, and the baby just grabbed my whole face, and then my nose went in.
Your nose went in her mouth?
Yes.
Okay, we're going on 20 minutes, so still waiting for our food, and not a good waiting time because I have 3 kids and they get very impatient. So this is what I ordered. Ordered hamburger, bacon, and for the kids, chicken strips and fries.
And Daddy's crying for doing all the work.
Okay, so here's what I gotta say about Frosty Freeze. The food is really good. So, I mean, if you're looking for a good place to eat, you know, you like mom and pop type of stores and the type of taste, it is really good. The chicken strips were really good also. The only thing was I didn't order chicken strips. They're a little disorganized, and it took a long time to get the food. I ordered at 6:05. The food came around 6:27, so a little bit over 20 minutes. Yeah, the food or the service was a little long. And then when they gave me the food, like I said, they gave me the wrong order. And then after that, I noticed they didn't bring my milkshake. Despite those negatives, I do think it's a good place to eat. And I'd probably only go back there if I had my wife with me, because if they take that long, there's 3 kids by myself. If you're a parent with 3 young ones, it's kind of hard to wait that long for your food. There's been a couple of restaurants that tried that same location. So they're probably just a little disorganized because they're still starting. I'm pretty sure they'll work all the kinks out, and you know, it'll be an even better place. So anyways, go check it out. Alright, it's time for me to start packing. Gotta pack the suitcase because we're going to Hume Lake tomorrow. So I probably won't record too much because it's a retreat and we do want to relax. Thankful to be going. We're sponsored by our sister church, Clovis Hills, sponsored me and my wife to go on a retreat. And so we want to take that offer and take them up on it and go ahead and just relax. You know, do a lot of ministry here. My wife, she's very supportive, and she also does a lot of ministry and working, and I think it'll be a good break for us. We will be taking a baby. I wanted to leave her, but my wife says no. She says I'm crazy. So looking forward to hearing the speakers speak and just to worship with my wife and other believers. So see you tomorrow.